everybody, this is Dan Phillips here from Phillips Projections, and today we're going to do a full demo and review on the AtmosFX new Halloween host display. So let's begin. This display is a huge display. There is a lot of material that is downloadable. So let's break it down. There are three different people who are in that display. You have a butler, you have a ghost bride, and you have a fortune teller. Each one is brought to life by AtmosFX, and they did a great job with that 3D modeling and all the lighting. They look amazing. Really well done. The butler comes with 3 longer scenes and also 3 scares. Same thing with the with the bride as well. The bride has the 3 longer scenes and 3 scare scenes. The fortune teller, that is a different story. She actually has 5 different longer scenes. A few of those scenes are tarot card readings, which are honestly some of my favorite ones. And she also has 3 scares. Now there is also a group of them that you can get as well, with the trio of them together. And they interact with each other, they talk, they tell the stories, and there are 3 longer scenes for them and 3 scares as well for them. So there is a lot of content that you can get out of this. There's also all the different views, the display views that you can purchase as well. And we'll talk more about the purchasing because that's quite a story with this pricing structure. But I get it. So let's go to the pros. The pros that I see from this display is, first, it's a really easy setup that can be used. The demo that I did, I took my projector and I threw it down on my pavement next to my door, and I just have it projected up on the wall next to my door. And honestly, it looks really, really good. And if you have a decent projector, you can even have the lights on like I showed you in the video, and it still looks really nice. They're life size right there. It's really well done and well received, the look, and you can even look up there. The way that it looks is really cool and noticeable from the street. So easy setup, I would say, is my number one thing. If you're just starting, it's an easy thing to put down. Another thing, that it's great for the 3D FX form. That form can be purchased, or there are people there with DIY versions as well if you can't get a hold of the true 3D FX form. They also have a view for the decorating discs, which can also be pretty easily replicated as well. They released a crystal ball look, which is pretty cool as well, but seemed to be pretty expensive when I started pricing that out. So there's a lot of different ways that you can use this display. It is semi-interactive, I would say. So they talk and interact like there are trick-or-treaters going by, and they kind of talk about candy and different things like that. So it's kind of semi-interactive that the younger kids will definitely think that they're being talked to. Another great thing that I want to point out is that the great lighting and great movement. They have lighting going from all different directions, which really sells the look. And the movement of the characters are pretty fluid. It's not as fluid as some of the ones where they have it fully modeled. The bride does a couple little jerky things or weird things with her face, but overall the movements really fit the character's look. And the last thing, I already touched upon it, there's a ton of scenes and content that come along with this, which is definitely different than when you go to purchase from other places. Even from them, there's not always as many scenes as are available with this. Let's go to the cons. The cons. Because it's so great for the 3D form, and I really think it was designed for that form, the people are kind of static, where I call it the cement shoes. where it looks like the bottom of the half of their body are frozen and they're just kind of moving with the top half. They do a pretty good job hiding it. I think the bride hides it the best with her dress, but the butler, it's pretty, you can tell pretty easily. The fortune teller is hidden with the table for a lot of them, which is really a good thing for her. Another con that I have is the scares. They're a little lame. Like, they are in between that not so family friendly, but also not scary at all. So they're kind of in that weird spot. It was almost like I would rather them pick like one super scary and two more family friendly ones, because they're with the trick-or-treaters and everything. So I would go either one or the other, but it's kind of like this weird thing where they have like a red light or something. It's really not very startling. The trick-or-treat traffic, I'm wondering how that's going to flow as they're talking. Usually I like to kind of get them in and get them out. So I think that part might be a little bit of a holdback. But I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. The next thing I want to say is some of the longer scenes are a little long-winded. One of the butler scenes I really like, where he talks about the manor and really paints the picture, and he brings in a lot of different aspects from other of their videos, where as a projection mapper, I really think that's really cool, where I think I might have the butler kind of leading this whole story along and then bringing in the different images coming through the house. I think that is going to be the key for there. But if you steal that idea, make sure you give me a little bit of credit, or at least show it to me, because I really want to see that. But I think that's going to be really good. But I think as far as just a display, it's going to kind of be more of, at least for the moving, I don't think that's going to move very well, the long-windedness. Where the long-winded I think will be good is if you use this for more of one of those displays for like a walk-through path where you're trying to move people at a certain time. I think that will be really nice and also key, because you can have the different scenes at different places, and I think that will really sell it. And there are, for me personally, it's too many slips where they say something like you're going to die or something like that, and then they try to change it with a different word. It was almost overused, where that just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But I've also been subjected to Vampirina, the Disney Junior show. If you haven't watched it and you have young kids, avoid it. But it's cute. But it's all those slips, and that kind of rubs me the wrong way a little bit when it's overused. And the last thing I would say is the trio. It's really cool because they had the characters there and they're talking back and forth, and I love that interaction and the idea of three of them. But I would almost rather like three, like a fortune teller and two guests, or a butler and maybe two maids, or something like that. The ghost bride, the butler, and the fortune teller just look weird standing next to each other and talking with each other. It doesn't really fit. I get where they were going, but I feel like it didn't work for me for the image. So those would be really the only cons that I would have, and each one of those cons I would say is not a or a deal breaker for me at all. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the pricing structure. The pricing structure has changed. Before, if I wanted to buy like the Jack-o'-lantern Jamboree, I would buy it for $50 or whatever the cost is. Don't quote me on that. But I would buy that and I would get all the different display modes, which was really awesome. And I used quite a few of them, but not a lot of them when it came down to it. Usually when I went to purchase, I knew exactly why I was going to purchase it. Another thing that they did with the pricing structure was they had the Halloween host, but they also had it broken down not only by display mode to purchase, but also by the characters, which I really liked, because I think reading or looking over this, I think what I would do is really go to the bride or the fortune teller, and I would do one or the other because you're still getting a ton of scenes for, I think it was like $25 or something. You're still getting a ton of scenes for that price, and when you have it planned ahead of time, you know the display mode and you know the character that you're going to use. So I think that is very reasonable to think that I could spend like $25 or $30 and get a full set of scenes of one of the characters in one display mode that I'm going to use. I think that's actually a better deal than some of the other deals that they had on other structures. So I get why people are a little bit upset about this, but the pricing structure actually, it kind of benefits me in a way because it's saving some of my space. Yes, I'm not going to have that flexibility later, but at least when I decide I want something, I can just go purchase it for a smaller price. So I'm actually really okay with this pricing structure. So now that I'm done all of my talking and I'm about like 10 or so minutes into this, let's go through the huge long display. And this display, I have to say, the demo is almost an hour long. It is a lot of content. So down below you will be able to see chapter marks, and you can scoot through and just look at the content that you're interested in. All right, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I would love to hear what you think about the display, the new digital decoration. I would love to hear what you would think about that, so throw that down in the comments down there, and enjoy the demo. Thanks.
Greetings, and a warm welcome to our macabre manor. The Lord and Lady of the house are most honored to have you as their captive, waiting guests. You're offered full access to the amenities of their manor and free reign of the grounds. Do not be offended if the Lord and Lady are unable to provide an audience right away. Their apparitions, attentions, are required by numerous responsibilities. We have prepared a special suite just for you, the Borden Suite. The previous family had a smashing good time here. There are a few quirks about the suite that I am compelled to share as to ensure your stay is pleasant for all. There is a locked closet within the suite. You may hear sounds from within. The occasional guest, pest, escapes our many traps. Likely just a rat. Do not be alarmed. There is a portrait of a beautiful woman above the fireplace. Her eyes may look strikingly real and seem to follow you around the room. It is an artifice created by the skilled artist and nothing more. If you see the semblance of twin children floating in your suite, pay it no heed. It is merely an illusion, a mirage effect created by the passing of moonlight through the stained glass window. The boy and girl are not real and are perfectly harmful, harmless. Some have commented the grand bed seems a bit coffin-like. Though it is a tad firm, you have my assurance the bed is to die for. In fact, you shall most certainly sleep like the dead during your stay. Now then, it gives me great pleasure to inform you about the manor itself. The Lord and Lady are very proud of their library. They've curated a most delightful collection of devilishly spellbinding works that will leave quite the impression upon your soul. Afternoon tea is served at 3:30 sharp. We brew a local blend and the ingredients are collected by our gardener. The tea is best drunk while it is still potent and fresh. After tea time, do not be alarmed to find yourself quite sleepy and in need of a long, long nap. It is a most restorative concoction. You simply must visit the stone garden for some fresh air. It would be a grave mistake to miss that part of the grounds. Many of our guests, enjoyed it so much that they've never left. Well, what do we have here? You children look scrumptious, plump, ripe, and brimming with caloric goodness. Such fresh, spirited youth. Our cook loves children. I'll have her escort you to a special level of the manor, a basement, with all sorts of curious toys and games to play with. Wouldn't that be an adventure? Mortimer will take your bags and show you to your suite. Have a most delightful stay. We are eternally grateful for your patronage. And should you need anything, just scream. Welcome to our haunted house on this most special of occasions. There are several rules to adhere to during your visit with us. Obey them, and you shall reap the sweet rewards. Disobey, and you shall reap what you sow, and it will not be candy, I assure you. First, stay on the designated path. It would be unwise to stray. Those who wander do not return. There are things out there with a sweet tooth for a different sort of treat. Second, you must be wearing a disguise. The spirits that roam freely on this night may not recognize you in such attire. Trust me when I say you do not want to attract the attention of these dark creatures. Third, those looking to acquire a treat must knock politely on the front door. Once or twice should suffice. When the door opens, speak the magic phrase. You know the one. Trick or treat. If your greeting is deemed worthy, you will indeed be provided a treat. A trick may follow, not fall behind. Fourth, be sure to take only one treat. Taking more than your share would be frowned upon. Fifth, do not forget to thank the generous host who offers you such a treat. Not to do so would be impolite, and we do not tolerate rudeness. Sixth, the playing of tricks is not welcome here, unless, of course, that trick happens to be on you. But an unwanted trick shall invite unwanted bad luck upon yourself. So, tread carefully. finally, to depart our haunted house safely, please follow the designated path back the way you came. Again, I strongly advise that you do not stray off the path. It would be most unwise. Enjoy your time here and have a happy and most memorable Halloween. You there, why are you here? Are you not aware of what night it is? Of the dangers that, for lack of a better word, live here? This place, of all places, is off limits to mortals such as you. For the safety of your very soul, depart the same way you came. Begone now, begone! Still here? Why have you not left? Did you not comprehend my warning? Did I not speak clearly? This is most regrettable. I have much to do this night. So many spirits walk these grounds on this Hallow Eve. I will not be responsible for your well-being. Heed my words. You do not know the risk you take. Now away with you, before it is too late. Is this bravado, bravery, or pure foolishness? Why do you tempt fate this way? I cannot protect you much longer. I beg of you, leave once and for all. Leave this place while you still can. While you still walk. While you still breathe. I'm not able to keep them at bay much longer. They will come. They will feed. Away. Away, I say. No, the end is nigh. Turn back now, before it is too late. Alas, you have dawdled too long. Your time has run out. They are here at last, and your journey to the netherworld begins. I expect that I shall see you again next Halloween, when your spirit returns to haunt this forsaken place. Until then, farewell, my brave and foolish friend.
You have come for a divination, yes? You wish to know the future, no? Of course you do. I can read your mind from here. It is crystal clear to me. Know this, my curious friend. You must prepare yourself for both good and bad tidings. I do not control what the crystal ball shows me. It is merely a reflection of your fate, and nothing more. Crystal ball, oh, crystal ball, reveal all to Madame Zolta. This is interesting, very interesting indeed. I see candy, an abundance of candy in your future. You are most fortunate. A delicious night is in store for you. Enjoy. Next victim, I mean customer. You there, approach. Allow Madame Zolta to predict your future. So much is happening here. Good. Bad. Good, yes. Bad. No. Oh, within a crystal ball, I see that your bag will be very full and heavy by the end of the evening. Alas, the bulk of the weight will be from fruits and vegetables. Now, move along, my vitamin-rich friend. Who is next? You. Step closer, dear. No need to be shy. Come and see what Madame Zolta sees. We begin. What is this? Oh dear. Oh my. Yes. No. Well. I have seen much, and more. The crystal ball has told me that time is up, dearie. Be well, and come see me again. I'm funny. Gather round, my curious comrades. Gather round. There's no time for delay. Clasp hands. Remember, do not attempt to communicate with the spirits directly. I am your medium, and only through me shall we commune with the dead. Let the seance begin. Stroke of midnight, serpent spell, gleam of moonlight, show and tell. spiders weaving, brave and shriek. To the living, let the dead now speak. Spirits, can you hear me? We wish to speak with you. Give us a sign that you are near. Spirits, I beseech you, if you can hear me, knock 3 times. Ah, they are here. The spirits deem you worthy and have joined us. Oh, wise spirits, we have many questions. These mortals have gathered here to seek your guidance. Can you tell us what their futures hold? Knock once for yes, twice for no. Aha, you see? Madame Zota told you the spirits would comply. Great spirits, what sort of destiny awaits these brave souls? Will it bring them great wealth and prosperity? Oh, well, that's too bad. But money isn't everything. Perhaps instead they will find true love. So far it's not looking so good for you. Please, spirits, do you have any happy news to share that will ease their troubled minds? Please, spirits, no need to be rude. Come now, spirits, behave yourselves. I command you to cease. I command you to...
Foolish mortals, heed our warning, or face your doom. On this night of the dead, you must respect the rules. For if you do not, you shall be cursed forevermore. First, you shall wear a costume that honors the spirits. Second, you shall make an offering of candy to all those who darken your door. Third, you shall keep a jack-o'-lantern alight to repel any evil spirits who would otherwise seek to haunt your home. And last, you shall respect the dead. For if you do not...
The spirits have spoken. We have learned much. Go forth this night and heed their warning. For to do otherwise would be folly. Farewell. have come to get a better understanding of your journey, yes? Of course you did. I knew the answer before I asked. I know all. Are you certain you want to see what the card shall reveal? The path may not lead where you wish to go. You must be prepared for the worst, if that is what the fates decide. Brave, that is good. You will need to be brave. Now, concentrate, and in your thoughts, ask for enlightenment from the spirits while I shuffle the tarot cards. Good. Let us begin. This is the moon. With it comes deception and trickery. Not a favorable start. This is the Four of Pentacles. It represents greed. Do you still wish to proceed? This is your final card. It is the Tower, and it means downfall and an unexpected event. I have divined the meaning of the cards. You intend to play a trick on a neighbor's house, and your greed will entice you to take far too much candy. But at the end of your journey, all your ill-begotten loot shall be spirited away by vengeful specters intent on teaching you a lesson. Yet it is not too late to change this outcome. Think upon this before you venture forth. Now, go. There are others who require my clairvoyance. Greetings. Ah, don't be shy. Come closer. You wish for me to shed light on your path, no? Yes, of course you do. There are no secrets you can hide from Madame Zolta. But are you ready to see what the card shall foretell? It is possible your tale will not unfold the way you hope. Still here? Good. We proceed. Now, focus only on positive thoughts in your mind while I shuffle the cards. This is most essential. Now, let us begin. This is justice. It reveals virtue, honor, and harmony. This is the Three of Wands. It harkens good partnership and success. Good tidings for you. This is your third and final card. It is the Ace of Swords, and with it comes victory. The cards tell me that you will have a most pleasant time on your journey. You shall gather your favorite treats, and you will share the bounty with your friends and family. All will be very happy indeed. Enjoy your good fortune, but away with you now. I have other souls in need of my divinations. Welcome, friend. Right? Do not tell me why you're here. You wish to know if your road will lead to prosperity. Yes, I can sense your every thought. The madam is wise beyond her young-ish years. My cards can reveal what may occur, though it is reliant on how well the cards are read. I am an expert at deciphering their mystery. Shall we begin? First, you must concentrate deeply and fill your head with only the purest of thoughts. A little purer, please. The cards shall attune themselves to your energy. Okay, enough. The cards have been set. This is the Eight of Cups. It foretells a great disappointment. Most curious. The Seven of Swords. An unfortunate card, to be sure. I foresee a betrayal most foul in your future. Perhaps the next card will prove more favorable. Oh dear. I shudder to even tell you what this card foretells. Perhaps we should just end your reading here, before things get any worse. Continue on your journey, but tread most carefully. The fates have it out for you tonight. Be gone with you now. I have other futures to behold. I only pray they are more fortunate than yours.
Hello, stranger. Have you come forth to offer yourself as a potential suitor? Is it your desire we be soulmates? I dare say you are a brave and bold one, not to mention beautiful. How much dost thou love me? Let me count the ways. Thou lovest me to the depths of the ocean, and would drown for my affection. Thou lovest me to the heights of the highest peak, and would leap upon my direction. Thou lovest me till the end, to your last gasping breath, and I, in return, will love you to death. On to the important matter. Let's see what gift you have brought me. Wait, let me guess. Is it an emerald bracelet? No. Oh dear, oh dear. I'm afraid that's strike one. Have you brought me a ruby necklace? No. Oh, that's strike two. You are running out of chances to win my heart. Did you bring me a diamond engagement ring? No. No. Well, that won't do at all. Oh, I'm afraid it's strike three for you. No. Wait. Please, don't go. There's something you have that desire more than jewelry. Something much more precious. What is it, you ask? Come closer, and I'll whisper it in your ear like a sweet nothing. I desire
Your soul.
you're so silly. Dum dum da dum, dum dum da dum. Come, my sweet. It's nearly time. You don't want to miss our wedding ceremony, do you? You look a shamble, and you smell as if you haven't showered in a week. And your clothes are tattered and wrinkled. Well, never mind. Too late now. The ceremony is about to begin. Your money, I mean our love, can't wait any longer. Here comes the bride. Dum, dum, da, dum. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to witness this man and all he owns wed yours truly. My dearest darling, you shall be the next of my many husbands, and I shall be your devoted widow. Why, you do you take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife, now and forevermore? For richer, much richer, in your sickness and in my good health, in your frequent sorrows and in my immortal happiness, for as long as one of us shall live, until death do you part. You do. You do. Greetings, dear visitors. Apologies for the untidiness of my surroundings. I haven't had a chance to clean. I've been in mourning, you see. I presume you are here to ask me about the passing of my husband. Husbands. I certainly had nothing to do with their untimely demise. Pure coincidence that they all had a premature passing. A series of unfortunate events, you see. But if you must know the nitty-gritty, there was Albert, who accidentally took an arrow in the eye. And Bartholomew, that old ham, he was brained by an ill-tempered hog in our pigsty. Calvin had the appetite of a horse, and choked on a particularly meaty mince pie. Poor Derek had a shaving mishap, and his blood went all dry. Food poisoning was the cause of gluttonous Edward's demise, and silly old Frank got himself strangled around his own necktie. Gareth liked to party and drink too much whiskey and rye, and Harold became mummified from the lack of a water supply. Ian perished from hypothermia, oddly in July, and James tripped down the stairs of hardly known. Oopsie. Carl hemorrhaged out from a stray bullet to his thigh, and it was a freak tidal wave that made Larry go bye-bye. Sweet, sweet Marcus mistook the sugar he put in his tea. It was actually lye. Nicholas lost a tavern fight to some gorgeous guy. And wild Oscar, he fell off a cliff while we were hiking in Uruguay. A large rock fell on Peter. Poor Peter. Sigh. Russell mysteriously went mad and thought he could fly. Stephen, oh my, he had a gambling debt he could not rectify. And it was a medical mystery with Thomas. Somehow his organs did ossify. Tragically, Ulysses had a heart that went awry. Victor drowned in a fountain while we visited Versailles. Willem got picked to death in our garden by a murder of hungry magpies. Xavier fell into a pit whilst trying to net a rare and beautiful butterfly. Yakov, my dear comrade, was terminated after an anonymous tip of being a spy. And Zachary, I'm mortified to admit I forgot how he died. Now I'm left all alone, yearning to walk down that aisle just one more time. You wouldn't happen to be unmarried, would you?
Greetings, dear goblins and ghouls. It is our great pleasure to receive such fine victims, visitors, on this auspicious evening.
Well, a pleasure to receive some of them. I'm not so sure about that one. I think they may have already expired.
It is a frightful-looking bunch. I sense something strangely odd about them.
I, for one, do not like the looks of them. Madame Zolta, what do you divine?
Allow me to consult the spirits. There is no response, I'm afraid. The spirits must be busy.
And what about that other one? What a dreadful stench.
They smell perfectly normal to me, like the scent of fresh decay from an open grave.
Charming, Jasper. You certainly have a way with words. I'll bet you're a regular lady killer.
So I've been accused.
Wait, I now sense something, a troubling disturbance. One of them is not whom they appear to be. They are in disguise. What they are trying to hide, I cannot decipher.
Oh dear, an imposter. Which one is the charlatan? How do we find out?
Perhaps we should offer them all up to the spirits, just to be certain. No doubt we shall have more visitors this evening to feast upon. I mean, to feast with.
Finally, Jasper. A winning idea.
Alas, it is becoming clearer. This is no goblin or ghoul, but something wicked, far more wicked. I sense another creature in our presence.
Another creature? Is it handsome? Rich?
Is it tasty?
It is. It is. Oh my, it cannot be.
What is it, Madame Zolta?
Come now, out with it.
It is a human.
A human creature! How
Get
horrid!
it away! Don't let it touch me!
It's over! Welcome to our macabre manor. Tread carefully as you explore our deadly, delightful abode.
Don't be so dreadfully grim, Jasper. You speak as if our guests are in peril. You darlings are all welcome here, and I do so hope we'll become fast friends.
The stiff one speaks the truth. I sense grave danger. This is no place for mortals, big or small.
Oh, you two, such a bore. Life is short, sometimes shorter than expected. Live it up while you still can. Don't be scared. Do come in.
Wait, the other spirits grow vexed. They forbid entry to the manor unless these visitors are willing to make a sacrifice.
A sacrifice? How wickedly scrumptious. Tell me more, Madame Zolta. I'm rather familiar with sacrifice. Or at least, my ex-husbands were.
One does not jest when such dark forces give their warning, especially on a night as haunting as this. It would be wise to heed their demand.
What must be sacrificed, Madame Zolta? Or who?
A moment, please. Yes, a great sacrifice must be made. The spirits demand.
Foolish mortals, heed our warning, or face your doom. On this night of the dead, you must pay the ultimate price for safe passage. You must offer up a portion of your candy.
Yes, what an absolutely delicious idea, Spirit. Do give us your candy.
Quite right. That's not to dawdle. Now then, will it be your candy or your soul?
Oh dear, I feel dizzy. What happened?
The spirits have demanded that these little darlings give them, us, me, their candy.
I sense a deception here.
Well, what are you waiting for? Deposit your candy and be on your way before you infuriate the spirits any further.
So lovely of you to give us your precious sweets, my dear ones. Do enjoy the rest of your stay with us, if you survive.
Well, what do we have here?
Hello, stranger.
Welcome to our haunted house on this most special of occasions.
Gather round, my curious comrades. Gather round. There's no time for delay.
Do not be alarmed.
You wouldn't happen to be unmarried, would you? Have you come forth to offer yourself as a potential suitor?
Wouldn't that be an adventure?
You have come to get a better understanding of your journey, yes?
It would be unwise.
You must be prepared for the worst, if that is what the fates decide. The path may not lead where you wish to go.
Tread carefully. There are things out there with a sweet tooth for a different sort of treat.
trouble.
You do not know the risk you take. I will not be responsible for your well-being.
I dare say you are a brave and bold one. Not to mention beautiful.
Stroke of midnight, serpent spell, gleam of moonlight, show and tell. Spiders weaving, raven shriek. To the living, let the dead now speak.
Why do you tempt fate this way? So many spirits walk these grounds on this Hallow Eve.
Spirits, can you hear me? We wish to speak with you. Give us a sign that you are near.
They are here.
Oh dear, oh dear.
The spirits deem you worthy and have joined us.
Leave this place while you still can.
Great spirits, what sort of destiny awaits these brave souls? Will it bring them great wealth and prosperity? Not once for yes, twice for no.
I'm afraid that's strike one.
So far it's not looking so good for you. But money isn't everything. Perhaps instead they will find true love.
Here comes the bride. Down, down, da, down. Well, never mind. You are running out of chances to win my heart.
Please, spirits, do you have any happy news to share that will ease their troubled minds? This is interesting. Very interesting indeed.
What is it, Madame Zolta?
I see candy. An abundance of candy in your future.
Those looking to acquire a treat must speak the magic phrase. If your greeting is deemed worthy, you will indeed be provided a treat.
Yes. No. You intend to play a trick on a neighbor's house.
The playing of tricks is not welcome here.
And your greed will entice you to take far too much candy.
Oh, that's strike two.
But at the end of your journey, all your ill-begotten loot shall be spirited away by vengeful specters intent on teaching you a lesson.
Oh, I'm afraid it's strike three for you.
The spirits have spoken. We have learned much. Go forth this night and heed their warning.
Your time has run out.
Until death do you part.